Welcome back to my channel. This is Mac, and today we're back at the old shop. This isn't mine, but my buddy's shop, and we're gonna be working on my new vehicle. So I bought another toy. Is basically what happened. The wife, she allowed me to get into something new. So new to me. I've had one before and I missed it, and I'm getting old. And nostalgia hit, and I'm buying all kinds of crazy old stuff I used to have, like video games and toys and an old car. So big into Camaros, as you know, and this was a little rough. So I've had this for a couple months now. It is literally the cheapest one of these. Yeah, screw it, I'll just show you what it is. I know you guys are gonna make fun of me. I hope you do, because I'd make fun of me too. All right. So she is an 04 STI. I had one of these roughly, oh God, 10 years ago. And she has seen better days. Now, she runs really good, but I have a few problems with it, which I'll be working on. She's missing an O2 sensor on the actual downpipe. So I got another downpipe I'm going to be installing right there. And she's leaking some power steering fluid, which is kind of annoying. She is missing her front bumper, which I've already ordered a new one. And it's actually at the house. So, holy crap, lighting is terrible in here. So there we go, we got some more lighting. There we go. So she has a kind of a wrap on it right now, which I'm going to take off this teal color. Don't really care much about it. It is blue, and apparently it has been sanded in a few spots. And I got the wing at the house too. So I'm gonna put the wing back on it. And there's a few other things I'm gonna do to it too. Here's the interior. Come on, shift. I'm gonna put the old steering wheel back on. That's kind of my thing. I like it. Seats are pretty good. They need to be a little cleaned, but anyway, we'll do a deeper dive on this thing as I go along. But, yes, so question is, I bought it for $7,800, so really good price. It does not have the BBSs on it either, but there's some interesting little rims on it. But I'm really excited about it. I have a lot of big plans for it. I have this big trip planned. I'm going to be driving across the US pretty much from Florida to California, stopping in a whole bunch of places that I used to live or visited, have friends, and then in this car, and then coming all the way back to Florida in it. So I plan on doing it this year, but I need to get this thing up to tip-top shape before I do that. And I don't think these rims and tires are what I'm looking to do it in either. Want something a little better. I'm hoping I can get it painted before then too. But she needs some work. Also, these little diffuser things, they're like plastic or something. I'm gonna remove those too. It has a fairly new motor in it that was rebuilt a couple years ago. Coil rad, got some Perrin stuff here. I got a Cobb intake here. Cause if you ever install one of these are a pain in the ass. But STI intercooler. For the most part, it's not like it has an upgraded turbo or anything crazy like that, but it does have an access port. And I have a draw in it too. I need to figure out what that's caused from. So this is a new car that I'm going to be working on and on the channel. I know it's not a Camaro, but it's something I like. So I'm going to go ahead and get around some jack stands and start working on getting that downpipe off and locating that power steering line link. I'm going to do a tune-up on it. I'm also going to, the list is forever long. So, all right. Well, I will come back here in a second. Okay, so we're like an hour in, and we're having a blast. We took off the intercooler, taped it up. That's still the new downpipe. If you guys know anything about the down pipes in these, you know the struggle's real. We got one more bolt left. We decided we're gonna cut it off. And yeah, we were underneath it getting the bottom bolts, but we decided, hey, let's take off the intercooler. Takes like 3 minutes to do. And the only thing challenging with putting it back on is getting the seated back on there, but whatever. Yeah, so expect to replace these bolts. Don't reuse them. They're crap. Okay. Yeah, the funny thing is I really wanted to get the power steering lines taken off and looked at, but that ain't happening. Not this, not today. Mosquitoes are out, eating me up already. So, all right, Subaru Love right here. We're gonna leave that downpipe off while we're doing the power steering stuff. It'll make some clearance. So anyway, all right, guys. This isn't really a how-to video. I'm just trying to show you what I'm working on and share any tidbits of information with you. So if you're replacing your downpipe, get all new hardware for it because you're gonna be replacing that crap. And I'll have to show you what the other one looks like. It's all trashed. And there was an O2 sensor on it, but the wires were ripped off. So I'm a little worried because I think I ordered the wrong one. I thought it was the rear that was missing, not the front. Joyce. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so this is kind of day 2. What did I learn? I learned that these bolts suck coming off here. We had to cut 2 of them off with a grinding wheel. I got new hardware for that, which is nice. I also learned that the bung is on both of these. I thought one was missing because there was one on this one up here, but that's just like a temperature sensor thing right there, or maybe an additional spot for something else. But that's not needed. The O2 sensor location back here is what's needed, which this one's ripped off. So I'm thinking what happened was this wasn't long enough to attach to the car on this aftermarket exhaust where it should be like right here. So there's a pretty good difference in length difference from here to back there. So I may have to extend some wires on that, but I cannot put that back on yet. I have to actually take off the power steering line, which is right here, and follow it back and kind of down. It's actually leaking pretty bad. If you see all the oil on the ground underneath that pan, it's pretty bad. So that's the plan, is we are going to start on that. There are 2 O2 sensors on here. The one's on the front though, it's on the header. Alright, so I'm going to start working on that. There's plenty of videos on seeing this. I'm just going to show you after the fact of any tips and tricks. But so far, I got to get a bolt, this banjo bolt right here off. I do have to get a new crush washer here after I do that. I have to follow the line. I have to take that thing off. There's like 2 of those, and then follow it down and another get down there. The good thing is with the downpipe off, it's easier to get off and I can have more room to work here. Bad thing is this just sucks. So anyway, I'm gonna start working on that and I'll do some periodic updates. Oh, I did bring over my new bumper. If you guys didn't know, if you're replacing a bumper on one of these, just go down to your local Subaru dealership and buy it there. I think it's about like 230 bucks on it. Totally worth it. If you try to do it online, shipping will make it up to like a $500 bumper. Don't do that. So that's my old one. It's cracked to hell. Here's the new one, and my spoilers over there. And I'm gonna try to look at those today too. The little scallop thingies in the back. Rear diffuser. Those are coming off. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I got the line out up here. I took this rubber reservoir off. I could probably do it without it, but I just wanted more room. Banjo bolts off. Got these 2 undone. You're gonna have to bend this up to get it out. There's 2 bolts. There's one here, one there, one here. And this kind of slid right out. So, worked perfect. There's also these little line protectors here that come on it. So make sure you clean those up. Reuse them. Don't lose those. And then we're now going to get underneath here and do that bolt. Requires a 17 and a 14. 17 to hold the line so it doesn't bend, and then a 14 to unscrew it. That's what the internet says anyway. All right, be right back. Well, good news is this is out. Bad news is the parts that came with the car, I got like half of it. So that's one good piece. The expensive part is missing. Who wants to bet that's like $100 line? All right. So it looks like a crime scene under here. With oil everywhere. So I'm gonna have to order the top piece, get that put back in there, and yeah. So tricks. Make sure you have a line wrench. 14. That's the best way to do it. And then a lot of finger work in here. So the way the line goes through it, like, so the line goes from here through here down here. There's like 3 or 4 clamps. Then it goes underneath. I took that whole line right there. It kind of follows this whole cross member bar, goes up into that side over there, into the power steering line. So I did take off the cross member. I did take off this little deal. Yeah. Anyway, it's out though. I mean, the hour of footage to do it. This is why I'm kind of skipping through. I'm not going to do. I'm just going to show you what I did after the fact. Anyway, so I think all I needed was like a 12 and a 14 line wrench, and I got all that done. Subaru place isn't open to order this piece, so I'm gonna clean this up, have that ready to go. I'm pretty sure this is what's leaking. This looks like a damn aftermarket part or something. Anyway, gone for a bit. It's the low pressure line. I don't think it's leaking on the low pressure line, but I'll re-inspect it. Should probably just replace both of them while I'm in here. That's what I'm working on. Let me get those parts and I'll re-update you when they come in, and we'll go from there. What do you guys think? He said I should just run this thing. What'd you say? Put a brick on the gas pedal and just let it go?
Start it up when you put it down, put a brick on the gas pedal, put the first gear. Have your foot in there, pop it off your foot off the clutch.
Oh my God.
See where she goes.
This thing is such a pain. All right, something we learned on this whole power steering line replacement deal. All right, first off, it's a pain in the butt. Second off, there is a break in this line, which they said there was, but I couldn't find it. It was all dirty, so pity me. Anyway, high pressure line goes here, gets routed here. There's a little clamp here. There's another clamp there. Like 14 more clamps over here. Then this line goes in between the little cross member. And right where that goes through the cross member is where that little junction is. I'm gonna get underneath there and show you, but it looks impossible to do by yourself or without a lift. I'm fat. Anyway, all right. So see this hole right here, and you can see a little junction. It's all silverly and nice in there. That's where the junction is for the hard line to the upper piece. So this hard line that attaches there is this one right here, this one right here, and it goes all the way over here into the main system. Well, I didn't need to replace that. I just had to do the top section where the rubber is. That's what was leaking. So, yeah. And then finish up, button this thing up. All right, so we're gonna take this off now. All right, Jason, would you like to do the honors?
Yeah. Can I?
No, not running this thing into the lake or whatever.
That's a swamp.
That's a swamp over there.
Pointing every turn.
Well, either direction this car goes is not a good one, so.
Yes, it is. It's a very good one.
All right. you haven't noticed, he's not a big fan of Subarus. He probably likes Miatas anyway. Alright, I'm gonna do some wrapping up. I'll be right back. He got the honors of taking off this rear diffuser.
You shouldn't even film that.
Is this shark fins? Is that what would you call these?
Stupidity?
Stupidity? Okay. So this has been removed. This isn't the look I'm going for, so.
God, I hope so. Hope not.
Now, I've been getting a lot of crap because I want to put the STI wing back on here, but. See, this is what I deal with every time. That's my new bumper right there. That's the old one. That's, all right. So we're gonna throw this away. There's no salvaging, it's already broke.
We'll burn it.
Burn it. So that's one of the things we want to do. The other thing is put the right steering wheel on it. I want to start with the trunk. That way we can get the wing on there. And that way I can class up this joint a little bit. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry for the dark. We are going to go ahead and take off the steering wheel and put the stock one back on. All right. This is what I'm dealing with. Mind you, the steering wheel is straight. So we're just going to take this bolt off right here. Pull this out. Put the horn thingies back in. And then go from there. You'll notice that there's nothing on my gauge cluster because I unhooked the battery. I suggest you do the same. All right, so I'll just come back. It's a pretty easy job. I'm gonna take all that stuff and put it right here. If I have any hurdles, I'll come back and let you know. Okay, steering wheel's on. To get the airbag thing on there, I did not put the clock spring in there because it's broken. So I'm gonna order a new one. So I'll just temporarily put this in here so it does this thing. It's not gonna honk. I didn't hook that up. But there's these two screws. One right here, you can see right there. And one on the other side. That's what you screw in. My battery just died on that. We're just doing awesome today. This thing came apart. I don't know what to do with it. I'll have to do some research. May have to order a new one. So this is all hooked up. At least it looks good. Let's call it a day. We got some stuff done. So, all right. Come back and we'll tackle the wrap.